I want to talk to you about a beginner fault when it comes to some of these basic movements that you're being shown. The first thing that I want you to try to avoid is, initially in rope flow, there's a few rules that are going to make things easy to learn. But then after you understand that, after those things click and download, then you'll be able to start getting super fancy with your hands. You'll be able to start doing all the things in this course because you've downloaded the fundamental patterns. So the first thing is, when you're doing the race and chase and we're talking about keeping the right hand over the left hand, just keep the right hand over the left hand. Try not to spread too much out here. Just try to stay right here. Try to get into a groove, try to get into a bit of a flow. Move your back, keep it slow. Don't go too fast and get disorganized. Just try to keep it slow, all right? Because if you can just flow with the rope, right, and feel the movement and experiment with it, you can hold it out here, you can bring it in here, right? But just learn how to feel the rope so that you kind of just, I hate saying shit like this, but so you kind of become one with the rope, right? So it feels like an extension of your body. Then the fancier stuff is going to come naturally. But in the beginning, just keep it slow. Hand over hand, right? Stay right here. After you download the race and chase, and then you learn the Matador's roll, right? Which is, you'll see a tutorial on the Matador's roll soon. Then you can start breaking the rules more. Because at the end of the day, over time, there are no rules to this. But when you're learning the fundamentals, it'll be a good idea just to learn the fundamental things that I go over in this course. And then you can start adding more stuff in when you learn how to circumnavigate and all that fun stuff that we're going to be learning. The second thing I see a lot of people do is there's a lot of head movement that happens, okay? So, people end up Stevie Wondering it, and then they end up getting a little bit dizzy. But when you're doing this stuff, I want you to try to keep your head in one plane and move your spine around your head, right? This doesn't mean that your head can't move, but your head should be staying right in front of you. You don't want your head to move with the rope. That's an easy way to get disoriented and get dizzy. So try to keep your head still when you're doing like these fundamental patterns, right? Because over time, right, when you're navigating, your head is going to be facing one direction, right? So I can turn my head and I can come back this direction. I can turn my head and I can come back this direction. But I want you trying to just keep your head in one plane, just for now. Over time, these are rules that aren't necessarily rules, but these are things that make learning the foundations of rope flow a much easier process. All right, so keep these things in mind and let's continue practicing.